All right, good morning everyone. This is Tom and my dad John.
Hi.
And we're out here on a pretty chilly Saturday morning, fall morning in Ohio. But we're out here because we found this field that was plowed this week and it's had a couple of good rains on it. And we're making our first pass across the field. Ironically, or the funny part is, I told Dad, maybe we should just stay up on the high areas there. And he said, no, I think there was a guy that used to hunt this that hunted down here in the lower areas too and find stuff. And when you know it, we get down here in the low areas. I'll have to listen to you more often. And I just barely caught a glimpse of this. Could be a faker, but it looks like the tip of something. So, okay, there's some stuff down underneath there. Let's see what we got. Well, look at that.
There you go.
How about that? First pass across the field.
Oh, good.
That's a whole point.
Wow.
It's got really almost no notch on it. I bet that's a little bit translucent too. I think it is. Well, that's a good start. All right, we'll get back to you when we find something else. Okay, we're back, and boy, today is all about patience because we haven't found a whole lot since we found that first one. I did find this nice little thumb end scraper. And then I think I've got one down here on the ground, but it looks pretty busted up. It's a nice color. This looks like a notch right here. Yeah. Yep. Well,
Neat.
maybe more. Oh yeah, it's pretty broken up right here. Yeah, see it over here?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, took a while to find that next one, didn't it? But at least that's another piece. We've got a little bit more of this field to look, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll get back to you. Alright, this is Tom. It's now Saturday afternoon. I dropped Dad off. He's got some stuff to do this afternoon, and he's still pacing himself, you know, from recuperating from his bicycle accident. But I was able to gain permission to look a new field out here. This place is huge. It's like, I think he said it was 35 acres. And just kind of scouting around the field just to see if I can find any spots where I'm turning up some flint. And I did walk across something here. This is a broken one. Looks like a base right here. Oh. I don't know if that's, yeah, there's a little bit right there. Not much though. Okay. Well, like the last field, first walk across, I found something. Let's hope that the rest of the field doesn't turn out like it did earlier today. Alright, if I can find anything else, I'll get back to you. Okay, this is Tom, and I'm back. Boy, the wind really has picked up, and the temperature's dropped about 10 degrees. I think I may have walked up on one, though. Hope the wind's not too bad for you guys. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, nice little bird point. A little bit of red to it. Cool. Alright, we'll get back to you. Okay, this is Tom, and here's a look at what I found today. It's a pretty good day out there for me. It was not the greatest weather, but I was able to pick up a few pieces and kind of get back in the game. I thought I'd show you a cleanup of, you know, I was looking at standing corn last video that you saw, and I never really did a cleanup on these couple of pieces here that I found. I thought that was a triangle when I saw it on the ground, and you know what, with this thin as that is, I think it could be a broken triangle. I think that's probably the top of it, but could be wrong. Here's the almost whole triangle that I found out there. It's got the tip dinged off. Then today, here's that thumb scraper I found. Here's that broken piece. Looks like oops, break it again. Looks like it broke this direction, so I think that thing got hit pretty hard at some point in time. This is out of the second field. That was kind of an interesting story when I didn't say much because it was so windy out there in the field, but when I stopped at the house to ask permission, the one landowner said, well, you're going to have to ask, let's just say somebody else that lived in the house, because this other person liked to look for arrowheads. And they came out, and I didn't think I was going to get permission, and then, I'll just say it, she said, well, if you give me half of what you find, they would be okay. Which I didn't quite know how to answer that question. This is the second piece I found in that field. So I said, I would be happy to stop back and show you everything I found. I didn't acknowledge that I would give up half my arrowheads, but the good news is when I was done looking, I went back and showed them, and they didn't say anything more about it. So I think I'm good to go back there. And here's that first piece I found today in that first field. This was a good one. That's a real nice quality piece of flint there. Just got those little shallow notches there at the bottom. This thing is all kinds of translucent too. I mean, it's just about see-through. Pretty neat little piece. Yeah, I did try to do another hunt this week on Wednesday. It was really nice around here after work, and I went over to another standing cornfield, but when I got there, I remembered that this was a place that I've seen people hunting before, and it's bow season here. And as I was walking through that standing corn, all I could think of is an arrow come flying through that cornfield, and no one finding me until they picked the corn. And then on top of it, I kicked out a deer, probably got within 15 feet of it, and that thing jumped up out of the corn and took off, and I didn't hear him run very far, and then I heard him stomping, which probably isn't a good thing. And finally found my way out and didn't see him anymore after that. But yeah, I probably should have used a little more common sense than to hunt a standing cornfield during bow season. But it all came out okay. Alright, well, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Don't know if we'll be getting out tomorrow or not, but this is supposed to be a pretty nice week, so if I have a chance and we get an overcast day where I can get out after work, maybe we'll try to get another video up. So until next time, this is Commissioner Tom signing off.